time to wake up. Good morning. All right. Well, I went to bed at like 10 p.m. last night. Y'all should be proud of me. And it's now 6 a.m. No, but it rained cats and dogs last night. So the plan today is to walk 2 miles to the road, get a hitch into Rouzerville, I don't know. Go to the Walmart, get a 2-day resupply, go across the street, dry my clothes and do laundry. And then I'm going to push on to the Tumbling Run shelters. It's apparently like dual shelters on the trail. So it's only going to be like an 8-mile day today. I think like 7.7, but I have to get this stuff dry. It was raining so hard last night that I don't know if the rain was coming through my tent or it was knocking the condensation off, but I got rained on inside the tent, so yeah. I gotta get this stuff dry. So I slept pretty well, all things considering I just kind of covered my head and let my blanket get rained on. What the hell was I gonna do, you know? I think for the future, if there's rain in the forecast, what I might do is I'm not buying a new tent this far in the game. Plus it rained that hard, I don't think a new tent would have made a difference. So I have that poncho, so I think every time it rains, I'm going to put the poncho over the tent, just as like an extra layer of protection. I kind of did that the other day and it worked well. So it just made the condensation worse, but whatever. I've been dealing with condensation in this tent for 10 years now, so yeah. Oh, so that's the plan. That's all I could think of. Yeah, today's gonna be a great day. Lady was packing up and a branch fell off that tree about 3 feet from her. She got lucky. And then I realized this tree is dead. I got lucky. But it was a good grave that wasn't. And we're off. Yeah, so at Walmart, I just need 2 days of food. And I need new underwear. These underwear are too big, so I need a size down now. I guess I'm a large in underwear now. I think these are an extra large. The waist is like 38-40, so I guess I need something like 34-36, or I don't know how sizing goes. I can't remember, but yeah, these underwear keep falling, and they're too big around the legs now. So, and I like keeping a snugger underwear because, you know, keep critters from climbing up and yo shit while you're hiking, you know, and yeah, so, and I need more bug spray, more DEET. So, yeah, I love Wally World. Maybe I'll pack out a little Wally World rotisserie chicken or something too. I'll pick it clean in the parking lot. I don't even care at this point. I missed the days when I was out here alone. I was gonna hitch to town, but now there's 6 people plus me. That's 7 people. We're not getting a damn hitch now. If it was just me, hell yeah. Or just me and like one other, maybe 2 other people, hell yeah. But 7 people, everyone's just gonna drive by now. Ay. Being alone out here spoiled me. Private hostels, private shuttles. Oh well. Who do you gotta screw to get a hitch around here? You know what I'm saying? I'm from PA. Let's do it. That was an extremely hard hitch. I got picked up by an 81-year-old hiker. Said she thinks she's too old to do the whole thing. I said, no, don't let that stop you, because I'm that 76-year-olds. I think Sid and John are in their 70s. And she was lively. So. Yeah, don't ever let age deter you from this. But yeah, she brought me to Walmart, and now I'm gonna do laundry, and then half the battle is getting back up to the trail. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do that, but yeah. This weather sucks. But I just got myself some sheets. Mocha frappa, ice, something, I don't know. That's caffeine. I went to the laundromat knowing damn well I should have gotten cash back at Walmart, and I ignored my gut, like you should never do. I always say you should never do that. And the laundromat didn't have an ATM. So went back to Sheetz, bought a $5 coffee and $4 donuts. And going back to the laundromat now. Good times. All right, laundry is done. Back to Sheetz. Man, hitching in PA is hard. These are my people. I need to get a Shamokin hat. I'll let them know that I'm one of them. Hitching in the South is easy. But I'm learning the further north I get, the harder it becomes. I don't know why. And everyone says don't even bother trying to hitch in like way up high, like Maine and all that. I don't know. It's also really not a hiker town. I mean, I was just out of food and Walmart was close, but yeah. I don't know.
Drive by it all the time. Never.
It was a very hard place to hitchhike from, let me tell you. It was,
yeah, because nobody stops, and you can't really stop.
No, because people are hitting these roads. Right? Yeah, no one's here, is there? Are they?
I think so. Everybody's camping.
Double shelters. Weird.
It's always funny when it's empty. People will show up at like
10 o'clock at night.
10
yeah.
Nice though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, I only went to the first shelter, which was like a mile and a half in, because the sun has finally come out after a couple days, and look how wet this tent is. If I pushed on 5 more miles, I would either have had to sleep in a gross shelter or a dripping wet tent. Isn't that something? That's why my pack was 5 pounds heavier. That and because I'm a fat ass and my resupply at Walmart was big. Walked into Walmart saying I only need a day and a half worth of food. I buy like 3 days of food. I'll never learn. I'll never learn. All right, folks. Well, that is a wrap. Another day of hiking the AT. Another day of this wacky adventure. Yeah. Only did about 5 miles today. But more importantly, I got a resupply. I only said a day and a half food, but my fat ass gets like 3 days of food and snacks. I don't know what I was thinking. I really only needed 2.5 days to get me to Boiling Springs. But now I have 3.5. God, I never learn. When will I learn? Man, my food is more than my gear. I don't know. I'm just always hungry. Always hungry. Ravenous beast. But now the hiker hunger is real. But anyway, more importantly, I got my laundry done. Between the rain and the mud and everything, my darn tufts were crunchy. They were like paper mache. They were hurting my feet. They were so dirty. And they stunk. Just total crust punk. Yeah, crusty hiker trash. But I got new shoes going to Boiling Springs. These Lone Peak Ultra Lone Peak 6s have lasted me all the way from Damascus. So it's like, I don't know, over 700 miles when it's all said and done. And if it weren't for the insoles failing, I think I can get another couple hundred out of them, honestly. But I have the 8s, or excuse me, I have the Lone Peak 9s sent to my dad's house. He's going to give them to me in Boiling Springs. They were the warranty pair that I got hundreds of miles ago. Probably back in Franklin area, I got that warranty, and that's the pair that got sent to my house. So we'll see how long they last. Is the Lone Peak 8s, Ultra Lone Peak 8s, whatever, they lasted me 100 miles, if that, So we'll see if that was just a fluke. We'll see if the 9s last. I don't know, but these 6s, I got them, what was it, 50% off, I think. And man, they have lasted. Like, to the point where I thought about calling that outfitter in Damascus and having them ship me the last 2 pairs of 6s they had in that closet. But in my size, everything, just the colors. I don't like the colors, but whatever. But anyway, everything today turned out to be a great day. This morning, everything was soaking wet, dripping, sopping. My pack was wet. All my clothes were wet. And at that point, I didn't even cover my pack because I'm like, it's already wet. But everything, my food bag was even dripping, my tent, and I don't know. I was able to get everything dry. And the sun came out, and it was a blue sky. It was beautiful. Just ended up being a beautiful day. Yeah. Yesterday I listened to this meditation prompt thing about letting go of suffering, like whether it be physical pain, personal pain, or just, through hiking, suffering and stuff. And I meditated while I was walking, and today I kind of just it was good. It was a great day. I don't know, it worked. It was weird. I don't know, I'm going to practice. I'm going to fool around with that a little bit more. But the second half of this journey is about spiritual awakening and stuff, but I'm not, that's nothing I really am gonna preach on here about. But anyway, but anyway, tonight though, it's gonna be 44 degrees, and it's crazy because like a month or two ago I was in single digits, like it was no big deal, and now I'm in the alpaca from Joe. Thank you, Joe. And then my leggings are Under Armour because I'm a man. I'm about to put on my spare socks. Is 44 degrees when you haven't been in it in a while. It's cold, real cold. I wonder what 8 degrees right now would feel like. I'd probably freeze to death. Actually, I got rid of my winter bag, so actually I was kind of thinking tonight, and I hope I made the right choice with that blanket. But I don't know. Anyway, hey, it's an adventure, It's part of it, the suffering, but you don't have to part of the meditation thing was the suffering doesn't have to be bad. You know, it just use the suffering as a learning experience, and that's what I was trying to do today. And when everything was dripping wet and sobbing, I was just telling myself, you know, it's the adventure. That's part of it. You know, you want this, and yeah, I don't know, but whatever. Anyway, today was a great day. I hope you had a great day. You're all great. God is great. God is always great. And please like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow, you sexy, sexy people. I love each and every one of you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.